This is Histories and Mysteries Uncovered. I'm Ashley.
And I am Jessica.
It's our Christmas episode. This one will be dropping on Christmas Eve.
La, 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 la,
La
la,
la
la,
la
la.
la.
Yes, and we are going to be talking about some fun facts from your favorite Christmas movies.
Yeah, I've got some of these I had no idea. It's very interesting. So what we're going to do is go back and forth. I got mine from the 40 most fascinating and shocking secrets behind your favorite holiday movies from Good Housekeeping.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am going to talk about The Grinch and National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
I love, okay, which Grinch though? The Jim Carrey one, the cartoon one, the new one with Benedict Cumberbatch. Which one?
It's all pictures from the original,
Love that one.
so I am assuming it's that one.
Okay. Okay. Good to know. Good to know.
I do really like the new one though. I
I
think
do
it's very
too.
cute.
It's super cute. I like that one
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah.
So,
Well, we all hope that you guys all have a wonderful holiday. And if you're looking for a last minute gift to get someone, you can gift them us by
wow.
joining our Patreon. $3 get you a monthly bonus episode and a sticker.
And you can call yourself a ham,
A ham.
a little smoked ham.
Little smoky smoked ham.
It's so cute.
And don't forget that we will be taking the next 2 weeks off after this so we can spend time with our families and our loved ones. And I will be recuperating from surgery still. So we hope that you all have a safe and happy holiday as well. But
Yeah.
I'm going to jump in. My first one is about Home Alone.
Okay, one of Kyle's favorite movies.
Great.
Christmas movies.
Yep. Great
I
Christmas
don't
movie.
like it.
You don't like it?
I used to. I just find that it's way overplayed. It's always on the TV. It's just everywhere. And I am a self-diagnosed ADHD person. I rewatch things till I'm sick of them. I have specific movies I need to watch during certain holidays, like most people do. And I will listen to a song for a solid 24 hours on repeat. My main thing is I need to know the lyrics. But I used to, when I was younger, I would watch movies over and over and over again, like one after the other,
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over. So, one specific example of this is The Chronicles of Narnia, the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it all normal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then I watched it again with commentary. And then I watched it again with subtitles. And I had a friend. Her and I would watch movies together and we'd pick characters for ourselves and then we would speak those characters' lines.
That would drive me crazy. I hate it when people do that.
I am so bad for that, especially with the mummy movies. It drives Kyle. Like, I don't know if it drives Kyle crazy, but he dies. And he's like, can you not?
It would drive me insane. Like, I want to see the actors do it, not you. You're not an actor. Shut up.
Well, we did it mostly with like really long movies. So with the Lord of the Rings, it was to kind of keep us involved. And the running joke was that I always picked characters that died.
Oh no.
So it was really hard, but
oh my goodness.
Anyways, Home Alone.
Home Alone. Jessica, did you know that Chris Farley actually auditioned for the role of Santa, but it says the funny man behind the motivational Santa skit ultimately lost out the part. Apparently, he was out all night and had just been dropped off after a night of shenanigans. So he lost the part to Ken Hudson Campbell, who played the Santa Claus in the Home Alone movie. So it could have been Chris Farley.
That would have been very awkward.
Very different. Very different.
Very different. I liked Chris Farley, though.
I did too, yeah.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Okay. So for the Grinchy Grinch, The co-director and co-producer of How the Grinch Stole Christmas is none other than Chuck Jones. Jones is one of the legends of animation, having played a huge role in animating and directing Looney Tunes cartoons.
Oh,
So our conception of Bugs Bunny and others is pretty much owed to Chuck Jones.
very cool.
Yeah.
I have another Home Alone fact.
Okay.
There's no CGI trickery in Home Alone. Director Chris Columbus said that the cast and crew had to get creative and brave to stage the elaborate booby traps. And actor Daniel Stern really had to put a tarantula on his face to play Marv, sorry. And luckily for his bare feet, however, the ornaments he steps on while breaking into the McAllister's home weren't made of real glass, but he had to put a real tarantula on his face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's disgusting. I don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
I have a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation
Okay.
fact. It's the third movie in the series.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
So National Lampoon's Vacation started the fun in 1983 with the Griswolds trying to take a trip to Wally World. This was followed by a European Vacation in 85. And then 4 years later, we got Christmas Vacation, giving us 3 Griswold comedies within 3 years.
Oh, do you know I've never seen any of those?
Really?
Yeah.
They're not like my favorite, but they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I don't know why I haven't seen any of them. I just haven't. It's not like I'm purposely trying to, not watch them because they look stupid or something. I just haven't watched them. I don't know why.
Have you ever watched Scrooged?
Yes.
With Bill Murray?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Me too.
All right, this is A Christmas Story. Remember that one? You'll shoot your eye out.
No.
Are you being for real? Oh, you've never
I
seen A
know
Christmas
of
Story?
the movie, but I've never seen it.
Oh, okay.
It's with that weird kid with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is based on short stories that were published in Playboy magazine. It's a collection of semi-autobiographical short stories inspired, which is what inspired the screenplay for this Christmas classic. Writer Gene Shepard's tales of his Midwestern upbringing appeared in Playboy magazine between 1964 and 1966, and he later published them as an anthology titled "In God We Trust, All Others Pay Cash."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And along the same lines, again, for A Christmas Story, apparently he goes to a department store, and the only department store that they could find that would let them, they picked a Cleveland, Ohio. It was Higsby's. And they said that they could film there on one condition: the movie could not contain any profanity. So this is why in the movie the old man grumbles incoherently instead of cursing at his clanking furnace. So that is, I did a little 2 for fact there because it was for the same movie. So
that's fine by me. For the Grinchy Grinch, Jones, so Chuck Jones, our Looney Tunes guy.
Yeah.
And Ted Geisel, aka Dr. Seuss, first worked together during World War II. And then they collaborated. Nemony. On the Private Snafu series of training cartoons. They were lighthearted ways to try and teach and inform new soldiers.
Oh,
which is really cute.
Yeah.
And then when Jones went to Dr. Seuss with the idea of turning his book, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, into a television special, the author was tentative. So in 1953, he had written the screenplay for the movie, The 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. And he hated that experience so much that he never wrote another film.
Oh.
But eventually he signed on and was producer on the special.
Oh, good thing he did because I love that movie.
Me too. I even love the original. I like all
Yeah,
versions of
I do
it.
too. I do too. All right, Jessica, did you see Elf?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not my
So,
favorite, but I've seen it.
oh, I love Elf. So, Elf didn't use any CGI except for some of the snowing. Instead, the movie relies on stop motion animation and forced perspective to create the elves' workshop in the North Pole. The forced perspective is where you build two sets, one smaller than the other. Director Jon Favreau said to Rolling Stone. One set is raised and closer and smaller, and one is bigger and further away. If you look closely, you could see the two sets meet because we didn't use CGI to paint over that or blur it. John even took home a cool souvenir from the filming a Louisville slugger that's 4.5 feet long.
Reverse.
Yeah.
That's crazy because you would think that a lot of that was CGI.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's really cool. I think it's so cool what you can do in film.
I know. They can get some really cool stuff happening.
Yeah. For Christmas Vacation. Perhaps feeling bad for Columbus being subjected to Chevy. I'm assuming it's Christopher Columbus. Wait, no. What?
I would assume it's an actor.
It's Chris Columbus, the director. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So Hughes, who was like he was a writer, I guess.
Hmm.
Um, he offered Columbus, sorry, I'm just like, he offered Columbus the chance to direct one of two scripts he had sitting around. Perhaps Columbus was still in a Christmas mood because he chose the holiday film that Hughes had lying around. And that movie was Home Alone, which became one of the biggest hits of
Oh,
all time.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really
So
cool.
he did him a huge favor.
Yeah.
Yep, 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 yep. Because apparently Chevy Chase was impossible to work with.
Yeah, I've heard that about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
All right, so this one's about Elf again. Apparently, it was almost filmed at Macy's. Macy's was willing to let us shoot there, use their Santa land, and even incorporate us into the parade. However, one of the stipulations was we would have had to remove the Lang scene where Santa is revealed to be fake because their Santa has to be real. Ultimately, he decided against the Macy's tie-in, opting to instead license the Gimbals name, a former competitor, and film the scenes at a hospital cafeteria in Vancouver.
Fucking weird.
You would never know. Apparently, also they added songs specifically for Zoe Deschanel. Is that how you say it? Deschanel?
I think so.
Because he loved her voice so much.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. For the Grinch,
Mm-hmm.
the narrator and the Grinch are both the same voice.
Oh.
And that voice is provided, oh, by none other than Boris Karloff.
Yeah, I knew that.
Karloff is, to this day, the most famous portrayer of Frankenstein's monster, aka Frankenstein, if you aren't feeling pedantic. What the fuck?
If you aren't feeling
This,
nasty.
yeah, this has made him a true legend of the silver screen. Oh, and he played the mummy as well. So he
Oh,
was like this big horror movie buff. Like he just played all those creepy monsters and stuff back in
yeah.
the early on days.
Yeah. Yeah. Loved him.
Which is so cute.
Yeah. Have you ever seen It's a Wonderful Life?
No.
I hadn't either until a few years ago. I was like, you know what? I need to watch this. It's so good, Jessica. You have to watch it. It's so good.
Wait, what is it about?
It's old. It's black and white, and it's
Oh,
about a guy
so no.
who wishes he was dead, and an angel comes and shows him like what life would be like for his friends and family if he was dead.
I feel like Nicolas Cage did a movie very similar to that.
Okay.
It might have been like an adaptation.
Yeah, probably.
Let me just, I'm pretty sure it was Nicolas Cage. Christmas movie.
Yeah, because this had
The Family Man.
oh.
That's a good movie.
Yeah, this had what's his face in it?
Very descriptive. Thank you. I knew
Very
exactly who you're talking
descriptive.
about.
He's like super famous. What is his name? James Stewart. Super famous.
Don't know who he is.
Oh, super famous.
Okay, in
From like
your
back in the
mind.
day. From back in the day. Not now. I think he might be dead now. Anyway, so It's a Wonderful Life almost had a completely different plot. It had many different writers working on the screenplay. One version from Dalton Trumbo had George Bailey, who is the main character, as an increasingly cynical politician who tries to commit suicide after losing an election. Instead of
Oh.
showing George how Bedford Falls would look if he had never been born, the angel revealed what would have happened if he'd gone into business instead of politics.
Oh.
That one doesn't sound as good as the actual plot. So I'm glad they didn't go with that one.
All right. Christmas Vacation. If you've watched these movies, you would know that the child actors for Russ and Audrey, the Griswold children, are always played by different actors.
Oh,
So every movie, the kids get replaced by two new actors.
that's really funny.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
The duo that was chosen for this film was some pretty astute casting. Johnny Galecki,
Oh, I love him.
best known for The Big Bang Theory these days, played Russ, while Juliette Lewis played Audrey.
Oh.
Clearly, continuity didn't matter much to the filmmakers, so it's not a big deal that Lewis is taller than Galecki. The only time that Audrey has the height advantage on Rusty in the series.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I love when they do that in movies, and it was one of, I think it was the Carrie Elliott Robin Hood Men in Tights movie
Mm-hmm.
where King, I think it's King John, right? His mole changes positions every time.
That's funny.
It is really funny. It's like his mole just moves places on his face every shot. It's the funniest thing. I love it.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right. This is also It's a Wonderful Life. It created a new kind of snow. So before this 1946 film, movie makers had used untoasted cornflakes to sub in for snow on set. But the crunchy stuff actually made such a racket under the actors' feet that dialogue needed to be redubbed afterwards. So, this movie's head of special effects, Russell Sherman, came up with a much better solution for faking the white stuff, a combination of water, soap flakes, foamite, and sugar, and called it chemical snow.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine how
That's
loud that would be to walk on untoasted cornflakes?
like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
For The Grinch,
Mm-hmm.
CBS was happy to sign off on bankrolling and airing How the Grinch Stole Christmas because they had just struck it big in 1965 with A Charlie Brown Christmas. So, naturally, wanting to make more, John and Dr. Seuss were given a budget of $315,000, and this was more than 4 times what Bill Melendez had gotten to direct A Charlie Brown Christmas.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
so that's wild.
Yeah. Jessica, did you see the Santa Claus with Tim Allen?
Yeah, of course I have. Are you under a rock?
Well, it almost wasn't Tim Allen.
Oh.
Bill Murray and Chevy Chase
Ew. No.
each received
Ah.
invitations, but both turned down the part. And Tom Selleck, Tom Hanks, and Mel Gibson also drew consideration before Tim Allen took the part.
I love Tom Selleck. He's like the finest man. We are rewatching Friends because of Matthew Perry.
Oh, yeah.
And oh, I love Tom Selleck so much. And he's so hot. And have you ever watched Three Men and a Baby?
I have, but it was years ago.
Oh my God, you have to watch it. It's the
Yeah.
cutest movie. And
Yeah.
seeing him in like a fatherly role, it just made my like loins hurt.
Your little ovaries started
Oh my
tingling.
God. Kyle is well aware of my infatuation with Tom Selleck. So we've been
Yeah.
watching Tom Selleck movies lately. Honestly feel like Richard and Monica should have been the end game.
No.
Yeah, 100%.
No.
100%.
No.
I thought he was so
Chandler
good
for
for
life.
her. No, I think Chandler and Rachel would have been good.
Ew. No, that's
No.
blasphemy.
And then Joey and Phoebe.
I did like Joey. Yeah, Joey and Phoebe.
I don't like Ross,
Now, here's a question for you. Did Ross cheat on Rachel or were they on a break?
which is really funny because we're on those set of episodes right now.
Are you?
Um, yeah. I Yes, it was a break, but to me, a break isn't breaking up.
Uh-huh.
It's taking a step back.
Uh-huh.
And I think that I don't think he should have just hopped into bed with another woman the same night that they had a fight.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think what he did was like super great, but I don't think he cheated on her. I think they were on a break. So, ladies and gentlemen, goes to tell you that if you ever go on a break, make sure you set ground rules on what
Yeah.
that means.
I just I don't like Ross. I
Yeah.
don't like him. I think he's
No.
a whiny little bitch.
Yeah, but
And
yeah, that's what's funny about it though.
no, it's annoying. Like, get your shit together, dude. Like, fuck. He was the one because he's all like, oh, you and Mark, oh my God. And then Mark wasn't even a fucking threat. And then all of a sudden he's like, he just ruins his relationship because of it. Like, dude, you got a beautiful woman and you're a dorky ass little shit. Be grateful for what you have and just trust that she's not gonna fucking cheat on you, you dumb shit. But I also understand it because his wife cheated on him with another woman, but at the same time, it's probably because you're a pussy ass bitch. So I have thoughts.
So the Santa Claus was filmed in the Greater Toronto area. I like Ross. I think he's endearing.
I don't at all. I don't at all. He's just very whiny and just everything's all about him and it's just always chaotic and awful.
Like when he's fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. He has funny moments, I do agree.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, he's just annoying little shit.
I get you. I can see that. I can see that
Selfish.
for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. For sure.
Selfish.
Anyway, so it was filmed in the Greater Toronto area, and it relied on the local zoo for casting animal actors capable of playing Santa's sled pulling team. The trains used in the North Pole scene and the start of the film aren't real locomotives, though. They're actually toy-sized LGB models. So they used real reindeer though from the Toronto Zoo in it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So for the Grinchy Grinch, Chuck Jones didn't want to have any of the usual Christmas stuff in his special. And that stems from the book, which eschewed not just the religious, but also the Christmas trappings like Santa. The director got the idea to rely on what he called Seussian Latin, which is all the made-up language in the story. Jones surmised that real Latin was as indecipherable to many viewers as their fictional language. No, but shut the fuck. Shut the front door.
Shut that front door. Okay, have you ever seen The Last Holiday?
With Queen Latifah?
Yes.
Yes, but I don't really remember it.
Okay. Well, the original 1950 film featured a leading character named George Bird, who spends his last days living in luxury after receiving an Imminently fatal diagnosis. Decades later, screenwriters rebooted the movie with the hopes John Candy would star, but the actor died in 1994. Eventually, Queen Latifah's agent read the script and suggested recasting the actress as Georgia Bird instead.
Cute. I
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
I liked Queen Latifah in her prime.
She was just in another movie. She played the wife. Oh, that new Adam Sandler movie. Well, it's not new, it's like a year or two old, but the one where he finds the basketball talent. It's really good. It's not a comedy, it's a drama. And she plays the wife. She's a really good job in that one. I like that one a lot.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh, it's really, really good.
Okay, well, send me the name of it. I'll
I
watch
will. I
it.
can't think of the name of it right now. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
But it's really
But
good.
yeah, I miss certain actors from like early 2000 movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like you don't see Matthew McConaughey much anymore, and
Yeah.
he was just
Yep.
in all of those rom-coms.
Yep.
Kate Hudson, Anne Hathaway,
Yeah.
Julia Stiles.
Yeah, those rom-coms heyday, the early 2000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like my favorite. They're
They're
still
so
some of my
good.
favorite movies.
They
They're
were
just
good.
so I used to love Raise Your Voice from like the Hilary Duff movie.
Yeah, I
And
love
it's
Hilary
going
Duff.
around the
Put
one scene where she was kind of just riffing it, and it's so cringe.
at the
But
time, I
we
remember
thought it
being
was
like,
the best thing
"Whoa!"
ever.
Yeah, I've seen those TikToks. It's hilarious.
So funny.
Oh gosh.
So during the Christmas Lampoon movies, Chevy Chase hurt himself shooting the movie. So when Clark has his freak out on the Christmas decorations, you may notice that he does a lot of kicking in his rampage. There's a reason for that, because early in that scene, Chase punched Sam figurine and broke his pinky and avoided using his hands after that, and they kept that take in the movie. It's awesome.
Oh, have you ever seen the original Miracle on 34th Street?
Nope.
Oh, that's a good one too. But studio head Daryl F. Zanuck insisted on scheduling the movie's release for the spring. So they released Miracle on 34th Street, the Christmas movie, in June because he said that the warmer weather meant more moviegoers, and the film's promotional trailer and posters obscured its overt Christmas themes and even put Edmund Gwenn, who plays Kris Kringle, in the background of the posters.
Hmm.
It's a very Christmas movie. That's insane.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was kind of like the same with Hocus Pocus. It was released in September.
Yeah. Yeah. At least that's kind of getting into fall, though.
Yeah. But still, like, it's a Halloween movie releasing in October.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did not know this. In the book, the Grinch is white.
Really?
However, color television was still fresh and exciting in 1966, so they wanted a color special. As such,
Oh.
it's the TV special where the Grinch was first colored green, which has become canonical for the character.
Oh, that's cool. Huh.
Yep. And even though the special was only 25 minutes without commercials, Dr. Seuss's book wasn't exactly a robust tome. So, as such, much like a car chase in an episode of The Rockford Files, action scenes were used to stretch out the story. In particular, the Grinch and Max's descent from up on Mount Crumpet down to Whoville was used to pad out the story.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Have you seen Love Actually?
No.
Oh, it's not. It's okay. It's not super great. It's all a bunch of shitty people that end up in shitty. I don't know. It's not great. But anyway, the writer and director Richard Curtis wrote separate, distinct scripts that later became Hugh Grant and Colin Firth's plot lines in the ensemble Love Actually. In fact, he had to pare down the 14 different storylines he originally envisioned to 10, even cutting 2 after filming them.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't. It was. I know it's like a classic, but I wasn't a huge fan.
No. The Grinch. Odd things will win Grammys here and there. After all, the Grammys have categories like Best Children's Album.
Hmm.
The winner in 1968, that would be Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
I love that.
Yeah, and the win was specifically given to Karloff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he
Nice.
narrated, he was the voice.
Uh-huh.
So it was
Yeah.
really cool. Really cool. Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Okay, I got a couple more. And this one has to do with the Grinch,
Oh, okay.
but the Jim Carrey Grinch.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, Dr. Seuss's widow would only let certain actors play the Grinch. She had several stipulations for selling the rights to her husband's beloved holiday tale, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Potential buyers had to pay $5 million dollars and a share of the box office gross, merchandising revenue, and other book tie ins. She also required that any actor submitted for the Grinch must be of comparable stature to Jack Nicholson, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams, and Dustin Hoffman. Luckily, she got her
Ironically, Jim
wish
Carrey.
when Jim Carrey signed on for the project.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
Did you know that getting the makeup and everything done for that was like being tortured? That specialists had to come in to teach him how to deal with being tortured.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little dramatic.
Uh, I don't know. Apparently, it took a very long time.
This next one just said that Jim Carrey's Grinch makeup took up to 8 hours to apply.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you could compare that to torture, man. I mean, torture is torture. You know what I
I don't
mean?
know. Apparently, it was a thing.
Mm. Have you
I
ever
don't
seen The
know.
Holiday?
Yeah, it's like one of my favorite movies.
God, I love that movie. Well,
I love it
apparently,
so much.
Kate Winslet's house in The Holiday was built just for the movie.
Huh.
If Kate Winslet's dreamy English Hamlet in The Holiday seems too good to be true, that's because true. That's because it is. The production team originally scouted an authentic, charming cottage suitable for the movie, but later determined it was located too far from London to be feasible for filming. Instead, they constructed a brand new cottage in Surrey as a stand-in for the exteriors.
Ouch.
But Cameron Diaz's mansion is real. Her jaw dropping LA pad was no Hollywood magic. The crew filmed the exterior scenes at Southern California architect Wallace Neff's Mission Revival House in San Marino. The interiors, however, were filmed at Sony Picture Studios.
Okay. Did you know
Uh,
that Jack Black forgot he had a holiday movie?
yeah, I saw that interview.
It's
Oh.
really funny.
Have you ever seen the stop motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah.
That voice actor for Rudolph was a girl. It was Billy Mae Richard.
Okay. That checks out.
Yeah. Oh, A Christmas Prince. Have you ever seen that one?
No.
It's a Netflix one. There's like 7,000 of them. They're so horribly awesome. They're
Oh.
like a good Hallmark movie type of movie, you
Oh,
know?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're my friend and I watch them and mock them. It's great. But they're like, I've seen them all. There's several of them. They're
Okay.
good. But it was filmed at a real castle. It was
Oh.
filmed at a castle in Romania.
Oh.
Yeah. And the last one I have is that Macaulay Culkin made bank on Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. He earned $250,000 for his role in the original, but his big break led to even bigger bucks. Macaulay Culkin negotiated a supposed $4.5 million plus 5% of the box office gross for the sequel, the largest ever paid to a child actor.
Wow. Good for him.
Yeah. So that, our friends, is our holiday Christmas episode. We hope you love it. We hope you have a wonderful, happy holiday with your family and friends and safe and happy and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I had another fact.
Oh, okay.
Macaulay Culkin is married to Brenda Song,
Yes, I love that.
who is in The Sweet Life of
Yep.
Zach and Cody.
Love that.
I love that. He just got his star too.
He did. It was so sweet.
And I don't get it. Like people are saying that you buy them,
Oh, I don't know. I have no
but
idea how that works.
I thought that they were always nominated, but people are saying that, oh, they just buy them. But
But then
I
couldn't
don't know.
anybody have a star if they had enough money?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Well,
So
if you
it's
know,
weird.
let us know.
Should I tell a joke?
Oh, sure.
Okay. Sushi seems a little fishy to me. My doctor told me I should try an all cashew diet. I said, but doc, that's just nuts.
That is nuts.
That is nuts.
Okay,
So that's it.
awesome. Well, if you want more of us lovely ladies, you can find us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Patreon
And YouTube.
and YouTube.
And if you would like to rate and review us, you can do so on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
And like we said, have a wonderful holiday. Happy New Year. Be safe, everyone. We love you. And we look forward to bringing you 2 new stories in a couple weeks.